presentation of the National Football League.
It is arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Tonight, we're set for what should be a great matchup. It's the AFC champion, Baltimore Ravens, and the champions of the NFC, the New Orleans Saints. Around the globe, wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that I don't know how many people had on their radar just even a couple of weeks ago, but you look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead-up, because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here, and I think we're in for a treat.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by the former Clemson Tiger stepping in as their rookie quarterback.
To say what he's done this year, Mike, is unheard of would be an understatement. I mean, there are quarterbacks who go their entire careers without even making it to the Super Bowl, yet here he is on the verge of potentially winning one in his very first season. He's got a lot of work to do between now and the end of this game to make that happen, but if he's able to lead his team to a victory here today, it would be a perfect storybook ending to an improbable and legendary rookie campaign. Trying to get the running back here going early on the first play, Mike, but what that does is it opens things up for the rest of the passing game as the game unfolds. Show this defense our running back is not an afterthought. He is a priority to our passing attack.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll stick with him again, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's complete, and it is Beckham. 20-yard pickup there. First down, New Orleans.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Throwing now on first and 10. The throw here is complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup for 21.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll work forward for a couple. Tackle there by Trenton Simpson.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is second and 8. He'll look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
He finds his receiver, Olszewski. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That pass play good for 22. It's good for a Saints first down. A quick throw on the RPO is complete.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the air one more time. In trouble, and down he goes.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Blake Grupe for the Saints. A field goal try. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Grupe's kick is good. And the Saints are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So the Ravens will come out. They are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
It's a big up 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Mario Davis there on the play.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
3rd and short, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
On the give, here's Henry. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Now Jackson, this a designed run. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on designed quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen to Hill. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. He'll try to run for it. Woo! And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. A gain there of 20. Good for a Raven first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
London brought in motion. Play action now. Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Hill. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
2nd down. Jackson. He's got his man. Middle of the end zone. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens move out to a 7-3 lead.
Saints 3.
After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. The Saints offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Try the start on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down. Coming up.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Back to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get it to the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now a give up the middle. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21. 1st down, New Orleans.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion comes Beckham. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Tackled there by Trenton Simpson.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one into the hands of Beckham. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Rupi back out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense are now ready to get going on their second possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. On the ground, they'll go with Hill.
Justice Hill, the ball carrier.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Jackson now. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A gain of 21 on that pass play. 1st down, Baltimore.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll run here with Hill. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Jackson looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he couldn't get free along the sideline. He's out of bounds, no gain, and it sets up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick 1st down. Thrown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here's Hill. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 9.
So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Ravens out front. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. From the 35, here's second and 9. As we are ready to get back underway. He'll find Hill out of the backfield. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for a Raven first down.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
On a run play, this is Hill. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Adam Butler there on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Second down and 8. On play action, here's Jackson. Now he takes off, and he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
On is Luke to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Ravens will take a 14-6 lead.
Saints 6.
After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Carry now for Alvin Kamara. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Quick throw out out wide. It's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it! And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play here in the big game. And even 30 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on third down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
As they try to run it here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He pulls it in around the 5. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He's got it at the 3. And he can't get away. They rallied to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's got his big tight end. Taysom Hill. Touchdown, Saints. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Blake Krupe comes on for the extra point. It's up and good. The Saints move back to within 1.
Saints 13.
After the touchdown, it's Krupe to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. On 1st and 10, Jackson. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
A run now on 2nd down, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
In motion comes Andrews. 2nd down, Jackson. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Robbie Chosen. And he is out of bounds. They'll mark him just shy of the 20. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a designed run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd and 2. In motion comes Beckham. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. The Saints will punt this one away. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. A first down throw for Jackson. On target. Got it to McLaurin.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jackson. It's a short one caught by Andrews. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Off the play fake. Jackson. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll try to run this one in. They'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
At the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Carry now for Ali. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
3rd and goal for Jackson. Trying to set up the screen to Mitchell. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Ravens add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Back Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he is stopped. 25, the drive will begin this. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's not
They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll take this to about the 28. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's complete, and it is Beckham. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to throw. That's complete. He's got OBJ. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday. After this, a fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Back to the air one more time. He finds his receiver, Olszewski. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball.
And he will score! Touchdown, New Orleans. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Rupi able to add the extra point. And the Saints go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. We'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start out first down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Jackson now. Right side. Catch made by McClure. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Jackson going to keep it himself. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Luke now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens have taken a 4-point advantage.
Saints 20.
Much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Begin with a run by Mitchell. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. In motion goes Likely. On first down, right back to Mitchell. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
In motion goes Likely. They'll go again with Mitchell. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Now, Jackson. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Baltimore.
And the Raven first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Jackson now to throw on first down. To the outside, into the hands of McLaurin. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Second down, Jackson. A quick slant on the money to McLaurin. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Play action now. Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
This one will be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
The motion man here is McLaurin. 3rd and long for Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews.
It seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
A 42-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Play action, he'll set up to throw, and he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. He was trying to get it to Odell Beckham Jr. there. It's second down. Now a give up the middle. He's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Saints.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Groupie now for the extra point. His kick is good. The Saints will even the score here in the third. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
London brought in motion. Jackson going to keep this one himself. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Ravens bring their punt team out. Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Saints offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. To about the 34-yard line. Myles Garrett able to bring him down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. This will be a Saints 1st down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. In motion is Hill. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
This one caught at the 4. That keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 4-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's in. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Groupie now, on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Saints will go up by 7.
Makes the score Saints 34, Ravens 27.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. It's a bootleg with Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson out of the pistol. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down. On the option, they give it to Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
We'll go again here with Henry. Yeah. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Baltimore.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
So gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the Saints' 28-yard line.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Jackson from the gun on third down. He'll try to run for it. And he will score again. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. And make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think quarterback gets a 3-touchdown day, it's pretty good. 3 on the ground? That, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line. And I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
On is Luke to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will even the score here in the third. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This returnable from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor.
3rd and 2. Here we go. We'll try and run for this with Kamara. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
The Saints lining up in punt formation as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense starting to trot out for this next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. 1 quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. They did a nice job skipping away from one tackle, then going forward, gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
This is Henry, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short. Now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short, Jackson. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. There's that man again, another catch. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
2nd and 1 at the 7-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Pistol give to Henry. Powerful run, just shy of the goal line, but he has picked up the 1st down. It is 1st and goal.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Tie game, 4th quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on 1st and goal.
Jackson now on 2nd down. And he'll take it on in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will go up by 7.
Makes the score Ravens 41, Saints 34.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. The Saints offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Forced to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 52 yards.
The Saints first down. For first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And what a decision to turn into a runner and tuck that ball down and go. You could tell initially he's thinking, just pick up the first down and get out of bounds. But as the play unfolded, he realized there was a lot more green grass in front of him. For a minute, it looked like he was going to take it all the way, but he'll settle for the big gain. Sets up first down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's second and 9. He'll look to throw. That is brought in at the 10. He'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. First and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
3 brings up second and goal.
A little closer. Here's second and goal. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
Still down 1. Here is an utterly critical extra point attempt. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. Even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. In motion comes Andrews. Off the play fake, Jackson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down. handoff. It's Henry. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
In motion comes Andrews. Throwing Jackson. That's complete. He's got it to London. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Raven first down.
First down, Baltimore.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That's just such an athletic play by an NFL quarterback, Mike. And you can see he tried to remain a passer as long as possible. But once it became clear there was nowhere to go with the ball, he puts it down and decides to do the rest with his legs. And he's able to take it all the way in for a touchdown.
On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will go up by 7.
Makes the score. Ravens 48. Saints 41.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Olszewski now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows. And if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Saints first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. To the left side, OBJ is there. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
They'll run the sneak, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's out of bounds to gain a 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. That's complete. And it is Beckham. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Up the middle, here's Jones. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
At the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Kamara. And they'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the first down.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on 3rd down. Yes, it is the 4th quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up first down.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He finds his receiver Olszewski. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being first and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. The pass rush gets home and he goes down. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Big play, third and goal coming up. He'll drop to throw, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get him here again.
So, 2 minutes remain on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown 6. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Now, still down 1, here is an utterly critical extra point attempt. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game.
Yeah, really, I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense ready to take over once again. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Now it's Mitchell. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Big play. 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
That's a tough incompletion right there. Feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a 4th down failure and give your opponent a short field to get a chance to win it themselves.
On the return, Olszewski. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Saints offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. Here's 1st down. Now, faking the give. He's going to let it fly downfield for Beckham.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Second and 10. Kamara. He finds a seam, a good run. Up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. A lot riding on this play. High game, final minute, 3rd down. Here's Kamara. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. That's taken at about the 14. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Jackson now. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
He was defended by Garrett Stingley.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got answers, his tight end. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. It's going to be their 2nd. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. And comes with 15 seconds to play in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. In motion goes Likely. Again, it's Jackson. Short, complete to Likely. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Baltimore.
So for just the 3rd time in Super Bowl history, overtime will decide who lifts the Lombardi Trophy. A reminder of the rules: each team has the right to possess the football once. After that time, it's next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score going to end the game. All the replay challenges come from upstairs. We're going to play until we crown a champion. Four quarters could not decide a champion. The pressure ratchets up, the rare air of Super Bowl overtime about to begin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. On play action, here's Jackson. Over the middle, he's got McClurry. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll get about 5.
45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
4. Here comes 2nd and 4. London brought in motion. A give left side for Mitchell. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
on third down. Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. The Saints offense about ready to take over once more. Begin with a zone read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
They send the tight end in motion. On second and 10, they'll try to throw. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, New Orleans.
And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going to put a man in motion to the right. They'll look to throw. That one out wide for Kamara. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. His second grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. And what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
defender.
Now it is 1st and goal. Kamara going to try to pull his way in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stopped him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
Neal going to try to punch his way in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
So they've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they break through here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Here's Kamara. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that's going to do it for the 2nd time in franchise history. The New Orleans Saints are Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL.